the record button so I don't forget like I did last time. All right. This week, I should send you out today an oral study guide, a written study guide for you guys. We do have oral finals next week, Monday. So it is, we didn't do oral finals first semester, is that right? No, you guys got skipped. I'm so sorry.
No.
I will not make sure that happens again.
We're
So
still holding out hope. Is there anything we can do to like skip the oral final? Because
not a thing.
I don't.
Or like
think
something,
it's gonna help
because
me
it's
at least
just
learn anything.
That week
And
we
I
got a
can
lot of
only
stuff
see
going on.
myself being unimaginably stressed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I agree with that.
any one of the
No,
three things.
it's a very
I'm actually-
specific thing that we're learning, like, I feel like I'm only learning that one problem. Which, like, I guess could be helpful, but it just seems like having a written final would already like
Yeah.
do that.
Do
you know?
that, yeah. I understand.
I'm less worried about the oral final specifically, it's just like a ton of stuff that we have to do.
I'm gonna try not to make it crazy, but it should, learning, I don't know, how like 7 of these questions or so should give you at least a broad enough idea of the whole class sort of thing. So they should at least have a understanding of that here. I'm gonna try it here. We're gonna go for it, guys. Not to get too stressed out.
It would be nice just to like take off one of the 3 kind of finalish things
So
that we have.
when are we
Hmm.
having?
Okay. I'll go for it, Hayden. Sorry.
Sorry,
Oh.
I was the one talking.
Okay, sorry, Maya.
When do we have the take-home exam for chapter 7?
We don't. I'm gonna take that one out. That's
Okay.
Yes, that's really helpful.
okay. Yeah.
So is the
Celebrate. Everybody's celebrating.
Okay.
See ya.
Yeah, I would
I've already
have.
started on my presentation, so I don't.
Yeah, written final will have chapter 7
Sorry,
inside it.
I feel
So I
so
figured that
horrible.
that'll be the way else. I'll at least take it out. So chapter 7 test gone. We good? No, none of that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Presentations. Who's not on the list? You guys talk to me here. This
I'm
is
not, because I was gone, I'll go on the 21st or.
okay. 1st or 5th or 6th, Grace.
Just go for it, do number 1.
First,
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
Slow spirit.
that's what we like
Uh-huh.
to see.
I'll go
Okay.
fifth.
I'll
5th.
go 6th.
There's also a 6th on the first, on the one.
6th on the 21st, I presume, Matthias, right?
For please anything. I will do anything.
She
Okay.
said it was Friday.
But it's like not even.
It's a
final, it's just
discussion.
Discussion.
Cool.
That was supposed to be, no, for Spanish. I hate it when he does that, when he tells us.
Okay,
we
you good,
but
good?
we don't have them. I prefer it than the other way around,
format
but then I stress out over nothing.
The last one is Wednesday, so we're going through that.
Oh,
I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
be
Wait,
a bunch
of-
of. Wait, Grant, is it this Wednesday or next Wednesday?
This is Wednesday.
What?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, anatomy alone is gonna take so much time. It's like 6 more tests.
But anatomy is also open note.
Yeah.
No,
No,
but we have
yeah,
3
that's
tests
what
this week.
Just the
And
last one.
I don't know when I'm gonna get it done. It'll be
Are you
fine.
sure it's open
This
up,
will
Grant?
just be a pain.
Okay, can I look at that?
Yeah, maybe we can all just say that we thought it was. Yeah, maybe everybody just pretend it's open now.
All right. Let's see. The next thing is, let's see, we finished up 7.3 last time.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the lecture for 7.4, hold the finish, and if we have time, do anybody have homework questions from 7.3? Okay. Let me finish this up just to make sure I finished it up, and then we'll jump to those. If, in case we don't finish, I'll have to do a video on it here. So let me at least take, how about this? Let me at least take the numbers down, just so I have them. As the end of the day happened that we're sort of gone from it here. 7.3 homework. Go ahead, Trina.
13 and 29.
Okay, anybody else want to add to the list of 7.3 homework? Going once, going twice. Sold. Okay, let's jam. 7.3 homework. All right, 7.4, here we go. Area of a triangle. Another application of this stuff since we know trigonometry and we're awesome with it. Hopefully. We are going to try to figure out different formulas for area of a triangle. What is the formula we know anyway?
A equals 1/2 base times height.
Base times height? Or 1/2 times base times height? Yeah, right. Or base times height divided by 2. Base times
Well, it
height.
sounds like you have bad hearing.
Are you not familiar with those?
Or
terms in
possibly-
trigonometry?
I haven't heard any
Bad.
of those words before.
Okay, so let's go with it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 different things to,
Yes.
think about.
Wait, so then if we don't, so is chapter 7 gonna be on the final though?
Judgment will be on the final, yeah. Just not a chapter test by itself.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
are you gonna update our grades from the test corrections on Google Classroom?
Yes.
Oh, also,
Uh-huh.
I
I
don't think
think
mine
I,
got updated.
Oh, mine.
yeah,
Maybe
really?
mine did.
Check. I think I updated,
Email.
I updated at least those tests.
I
Grace,
don't think you have sent me my text yet, but that's it.
Grace, you're right. Grace, yep, I had you on the list and then I totally forgot. Okay, I'm gonna have my little to-do list over here.
That's such a cute little book.
Make sure I don't lose it again. Okay, I'll do that here. And Rylan, got you on those here. Okay, anything else that I'm missing? Guys, talk to me. Okay, let's jam with it here. So area of a triangle, let's extend this formula. So from geometry, go ahead, do the, okay, from geometry. Adrian did it ahead of time, that's right. And so we only have this formula here. We're gonna try to extend it, oh, not by 3. Okay, I'm losing my mind, okay. And base times height. So we have a few things here. How about calculate the area of a triangle if you're given 2 sides and the angle included. Oh man, we got that version of it. Then we have the area of a triangle with 2 angles and 1 side. At that point, let's see, AAS, I believe is one way to do it. And ASA, are we good? There's your 2 angles and 1 side. Could be in the middle, could be off to the side. And then we got Heron's formula. That guy is super cool. We'll talk about him today. He created his own formula because he's super cool. All right, so we'll talk about it. Heron's formula is awesome. Not the birds, guys. All right, let's go with it. 2 sides include the angle. How do we prove it? So let's prove it first, and then we can use it. So I got a triangle. Just kind of cool, you know, just kind of think about, just by thinking about something through, you come up with a conclusion. I think it's awesome. So got a triangle. Capital A is the angle, little a is the opposite side, little b, little c. And there it is. And then we just said this is true. So I guess we should write it down 1/2 times the base times the height. Okay, so I got myself, this guy will be my base, at least for now. And then I'm going to drop down an h, and that will be my height. So I got myself a is equal to 1/2. Base is c technically for us, right? Not the little b that's over here. And we have h, and that's what we want to replace right there. So if this is h, I'm going to replace it with something. How about this? Give me, what is sine of a?
H over B.
H over b, I go with that here. Opposite side over hypotenuse, because this is technically a hypotenuse now. So h over b. How about multiply both sides by b? And I got myself a formula. I think I can substitute this into here, which gets me b sine of a. All right. Make it look a little nicer and pretty. How about 1/2 bc sine a? There's my area formula. Now, I can not know the height of this triangle. I can still get it. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, that's version 1. Anybody can give me version 2 and version 3 based upon the sides and the angles. So it looks like it's BC, it's the 2 different sides and angle A. Can I switch them around a little bit here? Technically, I would have to do the whole proof all over again, right? But then I'm just saying, if we made an H over here, right, we would do the exact same process. Okay, it's Monday morning. I'll give it to you. 1/2. How about this? How about AB? No, AC. I'll do sine B. Is that good? Is that okay? All right, Matthias agrees, so I'm thinking good. And then, how about AB and sine of C? There it is, my 3 different formulas. I use this when I know 2 sides and the included angle. If I have an, that's kind of what we do. Okay, which category am I looking at? That's the one I'm going to use. That's the formula I get to. Okay, so let's use it. In the textbook, it looks like this. I just copy and paste from the textbook here. Sorry, there's a few people still writing it down. I'll let you write it down. Taco Classic. How did it go, guys? Vitruvian won. Just want to gloat. That's all.
It went really well for everyone except Bahal.
Yes, I think so.
It was
And
really
Jerry?
disappointing. Well, curious.
Jerry beat Bahal. I mean,
Yeah, I
that's
know.
pretty big.
We were in first place for
Wait.
consistency.
Who was in last place?
And
You.
no, Fury was last place. That's why I'm
Fury
saying we won
was
first
last
place
place.
for consistency. 'Cause we-
Yeah, of course it makes more sense. It doesn't make sense for Valhalla to be in third place either.
What do you guys say? Compare throughout the years here. Best one, pretty
Oh,
good
yeah,
one.
that's the best one. Well,
What made it so good?
We've only experienced one other one.
there was still
Okay,
a
that's
little
right,
bit
yeah.
of mix-ups where while people were working on the art things, they couldn't compete in the categories they had signed up
True,
for.
yes.
That
Uh-huh.
was a little bumpy, but other than that, I thought the questions were a lot fairer
Mhm,
for the teams.
mhm.
Yeah, I like the fact that they like had us send in the teams and then they formulated the questions based on like the grade level of the people in the teams.
Also,
Uh-huh.
I really like that they created skill-based challenges to avoid injuries like last year and more people got hurt. and
Yeah,
more
that
injuries.
made me laugh.
Yeah, we only have 2 casualties this year. This is
Yeah.
great. What an improvement.
To avoid the one injury.
Which I prefer.
Years ago.
Who got hurt?
What?
Ben and
And
Camille.
Camille.
Yeah.
They did long jump on the lawn, which.
It's hard to
Should've
tell.
It was kind of interesting.
Uh-huh.
I'm so angry that we made Ben do that. There was a long jump thing, we had Ben do it out of our athletics team.
Oh. I feel like with the person with the longest.
We didn't know that it was gonna be that. We thought it was gonna be like running.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys have a, was it 4-man relay last
Yeah.
time as well, or no?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, that's one of the sort of like the last things. Gotcha.
Also we started so far ahead.
Yeah, you guys should have
Joe
started with the weakest
booked
person
it.
and then gone.
No, you start with the second.
Yeah, you start second
Second
fastest,
fastest.
then weakest, and then third, and then you end with
Okay,
fastest.
so we almost did that right, but yeah.
Gotcha, that's cool.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. Hawk and I were so far ahead of everyone.
Owen booked it.
Dude,
Oh
so
my
did
God.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe and Owen, I was like kept checking like the
At the very end, even though we were so far behind, he's like.
Awesome. Okay, back to mathematics. All yours here.
Ben hurt his
Go for it.
wrist, so he was slow.
He was still running though. He put ice on the wrist and then kept icing it the rest of the night
Yeah.
in order to run.
Yeah.
Also, a burrito has never tasted so good as that burrito tasted.
What was spicy in those burritos?
I don't know, I put so much salsa on mine that I couldn't tell.
There was like mild salsa, and it's usually not that spicy, but there's something that was spicy.
I think it might have been the
Like the
chicken.
corn. Or, yeah, the chicken. might
Oh,
have
they
seasoning
put,
in it.
It must have been the chicken.
I never
Maybe
ordered
spicy
chicken.
Me either.
Mhm.
Carne asada all the way.
I go steak. Wait,
Go to
Thank
chicken.
you.
Yeah, I was like.
It's actually not-
That's why I was laughing so hard when I said I wanted carne asada, and you said, no, they only have steak. And I was like,
Yeah, they
wait,
don't always
what?
have carne.
Yeah.
It's the other thing that is carne asada that I don't use.
All right, here we go.
Great. You like it.
That's funny.
Chicken quesadillas are the new.
Oh, it's so good, but if you order the thing, they give you like this.
Okay, no. Yeah, I don't know.
Why do they do?
I laughed so hard.
If you order it
Yeah, I
online,
don't know what it is. It's
you
nice.
can get like.
Yeah, he said it, and he's like, I'm not that hungry.
I'm like, you're gonna be hungrier than that.
So he ate my salad and we were done.
Okay, so another thing that changes here, instead of A being the area of a triangle, we switch it because A is also one of the angles, right? Capital A for area, capital A for a sign, shucks. So we're gonna go with S for area of a triangle.
You know, S for area,
Yeah, there you go. It just totally makes
Obviously.
sense.
not like R for area. or anything.
So 1/2, let's see, really easy just to plug in. There it is. So how about 64.3 times 75.2, and then we're just gonna take sine of 124. See if you guys remember how to do that on your calculator still. 124 degrees, 40 minutes. And all yours. Yep, we gotta take the calculators out now. Shucks-a-roo. And they have to be actually be able to turn on.
What? That's not fair.
I think you're being unreasonable, Mr. Hodgson.
I think you're giving some people an unfair.
People with batteries. I'm so sorry, guys.
Someone was like, well,
Instead of
are
like
you,
trying to grab it as soon as I.
oh, are you in college? And I was like, no, I'm a
Adrian,
junior.
how can you be this?
Oh, so you mean a senior?
Why is this-
I'm like,
I'm
no, I have to.
I'm not.
You're still here.
Just like eliminate the first part and have your answer.
You're just trying something.
Oh, thank you.
Is 40.
Um,
Also, I couldn't
that's a lot
remember
of
how to
decimal
do the
places.
minute thing, what button actually pressed to make it,
It's
and so I
not
just
actually
hit random buttons until I found it. Which actually probably took longer than calculating it.
Oh, wait, I just like.
So I think I covered it in the lecture, what, 2 or 3 times ago here?
Yeah.
So the,
Oh.
what is the menu button for it here? It's math, is it math? How do you get to the minute and, oh, angle, right? There's
Yeah,
an
I
angle.
just hit angle.
Angle.
After I hit quit, insert list.
There's an angle thing, it gives you and minute
Yeah,
here.
that's fine.
Wait, how does that work?
Sure, sure.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got.
I was
a
looking at that, I'm like,
number,
that's
but
zero.
But
you got
Like 1,988.
I'm excited for
That is
yeah.
A-okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also what I got.
Degrees.
Technically 0.481588.
Uh-huh. Real quick here, yeah, those that have not seen it here, this little angle right here above the apps. So if you're doing the sine value right here, not the whole thing, but sine of 124, and if you click in this little angle, which is second, you get your degree value right here. And then you could just put in 40, angle again, and then you can hit number 2 and hit your minute value. So cool.
So do they not have seconds?
So it's close to 2,000.
Say again?
Do they not have a second?
They don't have a second button, no, just degrees and minutes here.
So can I plug in that whole equation and then do that at the end, or do I need to
Yeah.
calculate this first?
No, you can do it all the way.
Not funny because they have.
I am
seconds.
off. I am on radian mode. I could tell because I got a negative angle,
Oh,
a negative value. That's not gonna.
Like you can
work
show
well.
seconds and you can get seconds in. You're just apparently too lazy to add it to the list.
I think so. Times, now I have to do it all completely. Times sine of 124.
Oh, and you give me a domain here.
Angle value
Yeah.
40.
Adrian's doing something.
Right, a little bit under 2,000.
I got different decimals.
Oh, what'd you get?
I got 641584.
Ooh, okay. Did you enter this? How did you enter the angle measurement?
I did it with, oh, I guess I didn't put in every single decimal place. I just did, because 40 is 2/3 of 60. I put in 0.66.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
it's not
Uh-huh.
exactly-
Yeah, and the angle measure, because it's a ratio, we'll change it up a little bit here. Okay, we're good. So 1,988. About
We just
ish.
read over it and tried to like know, like, okay, first the
I'm
Yeah.
glad that this isn't how to make you laugh. too.
Let's see, centimeters.
And I was like, I feel like.
Centimeter squared?
I'll figure it out.
Don't forget the units on it.
Disintegrating
And then we
is too
memorized
way
the
of a
proper.
target.
Okay, just.
Okay,
Yeah, December 7th, 1991.
Whoa, okay, good there. Next, okay, just one example for each. So now let's jam. Okay, we got that one. So how about, let's see if we can expand this out even further here. So 2 angles on one side. So say back to our little, back to our, oh, you know, I should do this here. There. ABC. And I guess we know this already. Let's see if we can do this here. So this is 1/2. We got B times C times sine of A. That's cool. You know what? I know the law of sines. Let's check this out here. How about this? How about I'm going to go with, and I don't want to use angle A because I want to actually keep sine of A in there. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go sine of B over little b, sine of C over little c. And I could technically take whichever I want to solve for. I could solve for little b or little c. So for the formula to look nice, what we do is we solve for little b over here. So let's multiply, multiply both sides across. So I have, let's see, c sine b is equal to b sine c. And at the end, how about little c sine b over, well, let's see, can't get in there. That's no fun. This should be, scratch it out. Okay, it goes right here, sine of c, bless you.
C sine B.
So little c sine of b divided by sine of c, or divided by angle sine c. Okay, all yours, go for it. Plug it in and make it look nice.
So we don't want to solve for C.
See again?
We don't want to solve for C.
We could if we wanted to, but if we solve for b, the formula looks a little bit better. It looks just nice. That's
This
why.
is using the same numbers as
C
the
is
before.
inferior. True.
And so let's see, I'm gonna plug in c sine b over sine c. That guy has replaced b. I still have a c on the outside, and I still have sine of a. So and I don't think I'm going to put everything on top. Let's put the 2 on the bottom as like a denominator here. So if I do that, tell me if this makes sense here. How about sine squared? Oh, sorry, c squared now, right? And let's put this in order. How about sine A, sine B on the bottom? They get happy about formulas. Okay, are we good there? And does it look sort of pretty? Let's see, the sine of A, sine of B is on top. The little value on the top, on the numerator, is actually this, the angle value on the bottom. Okay, can we write 2 more formulas based upon that one?
Yeah. Yeah. It's technically possible.
It's kind of like when the person can ask you a question, yes, and then they ask the question, right? Like you already asked me, right? It's that kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna go with, let's see, that's sine squared. I'm gonna go with b squared this time. And we're gonna go with sine of A, sine of C, all over 2 times sine of B. Everybody okay there? We're just moving values around. So we just had to move the sine B and the sine C, had to switch them as we switched to sine A. Okay, and the last one here, and then I'm gonna go with A squared. Now this is going to be sine of B, sine of C over 2 times sine of A. Da, 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 da. Okay, there's my 3 formulas. I think this is really nifty. Just because we know trigonometry, we extend the formulas for the area of a triangle. That's cool. Okay, it's S now, that's right. Okay. Example, let's go with it here.
Wait.
No, sorry, absolutely. No problem. Please tell me if you need more time.
I don't want more time.
Triangle that you didn't do anything with. So it's just that there in case you forgot what a triangle looks like.
Let me put in all the other values here. There it is. Look at that. Da, da, da.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do. And I'm either, I'm like, okay, well,
I know.
That's funny.
Where we're all doing.
Where we're all doing the finals.
Okay.
Sure, absolutely. And all yours go. Okay, this is the way it's presented in the textbook. It has the angle side. This is this formula, has all of them. We already wrote them down. So all yours, example 2, go.
Would that be on the cover, like on the either side of?
Yeah, it is on the cover, area formulas. Ooh, you know what? If it's not, I will give it to you, but it should be. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because for chapter 7 and the final, I did give you an extra sheet. I think that's what's missing. Yeah. Okay. Notice on the formula itself, though, you do actually have all 3 angles, right? So there's a little bit of work to do here. So let's see, which equation are we gonna use, first, second, or third? From our little list.
Second.
I think I'm gonna go with second one, yep. Not just because I may have said it. So we have b squared involves the little b value right here. And so I have sine of A, sine of C all over 2 times sine of B. All right, I just need angle A in the process, all yours. Something about adding it up, subtracting from 180, some weird stuff like that. Something about interior angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees.
So we can't, oh wait, we need all.
It's not that tedious. You just add 40 to 20 and then you're on the degree.
Oh my god.
If you have to do multiple things for no reason, stupidly, then that's tedious.
So.
And you get it the same place. That could have just been like that before.
You still would have had to add them though if it was like
I got 90 this
0.33 and
Uh-huh.
0.66.
Okay, this is actually a 90-degree triangle here on our hands. Let's see if
Like, it's
90
not
degrees
even
works.
really about minutes. It's
as
just
well.
like
Internalize like.
problems require addition sometimes.
It's okay, he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm gonna label this angle A, right? So sine of 90 degrees, sine of, let's see, this is angle C, so it'd be 75 degrees, 40 minutes. All over 2 times sine of 14 degrees, 20 minutes. Okay, all yours. Can you punch that into a calculator? Something about 14.5, some weird stuff like that. All right, so let's see, with this one here, you probably should put an extra parenthesis around the bottom right here as you're doing it, and probably an extra parenthesis around the top. So as you punch it in, probably put it like that, because you have the 2 as well as the sine 1420. All right, who got 14.5 or roughly close to it? No. No, okay. What did you guys get? Okay, maybe I did it wrong. Or like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I could have calculated wrong here. Come on.
Is that just when you have time to do things instead of do them then?
Kids are asleep. I can finally do stuff.
Wait, what did you get?
I had 14.5, but is that what you guys got or no?
I got
You got one?
I got 5.
Just 5?
Well, 5.
2.72.
Oh, I got 14.5 when I put the
Times.
parentheses and everything. on.
Okay, gotcha. Unless I made the same mistake. Times 75 degrees 40 minutes. Just kidding. Number 2 there, close off the sign value, close off the okay, then divide by, add an extra parenthesis now, 2 times sine of 14 degrees. A lot of inputs into here.
Yeah.
20 minutes. Whew. I'm tired just of clicking buttons here. Close off the sign value, close off the denominator value. That's what I got.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Is that what you guys got? Or is that what you guys got?
14.5, what did I do?
2.7, just 2.
Maybe it is just 5. Okay, talk to me. Maybe I did it wrong here. How many got 5.32? Blah, blah, blah. Raise your hands. Okay. I'm just out of curiosity here. I'm going to re-enter it. And I'm going to get rid of this little parenthesis right here. And this little parenthesis right here. I want to see if I get the 14. No. Okay. That was totally different. Okay.
That's what I got the first time.
Okay. That's missing the second parenthesis here.
When I got it, I didn't have the first parentheses.
Gotcha. And the first parenthesis should not matter too much though. Because that.
No, what I'm saying is when I got 5.3.
I got 14.5 again.
Okay. Okay. May I let me see what.
It's been a long day already.
Are you in degree mode?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, class. Let me get this here. Boom.
I
and then
believe
40.
you guys. I'll just do it again when I get home.
Oh.
Okay, that's the top value only, right? And then divided by that. And then divided by sine of 14 plus you. Tink, tink. And number 2, come on. And voila. Okay, I'm sticking with 5.3 then. You good? Okay.
I think I see.
Matthias said so moved, so we're so moved. Okay. Done. 5.3 is the new 14.5.
Wait, don't you have to go 2 decimal places since the?
That's true, just to keep things here. So 3.2, okay. Even though I am not very picky on that. Are your science teachers picky on that or no?
Yes.
Like, totally.
We also haven't had like any math science with her yet, so.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of hard to do anatomy.
Yeah.
Add all of the bones.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I practiced my mom last night. I said,
Like,
like,
I need to measure in nanometers.
I said like the weirdest things. that,
Okay,
like, I
so
would
let's go with it now. 3 sides.
Actually
So no angles. We have no clue about the angles, just 3 sides. And we have the person that is solving. You actually have a proof of it in your textbook. But here's the formula itself. So first things first, you have a small s this
Wait, so we're
time.
not doing the.
We won't do the proof for it. It takes about 10 minutes. That's why.
10 minutes.
Means something.
So for us, like, they're.
That's so awful.
For like 2
It takes a little while, that's why.
Yeah, you take like.
So the last formula we'll discuss is this Heron's formula. Sometimes the N is in his name, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's just called Hero
Oh.
or Heron, with a little N in there, depending on which way you spell it. Part of the process, part of it was the manuscripts that we have from him is actually in the Arabic manuscripts. So we collected those, and so there's sometimes it's spelled one way, sometimes another. And so we sort of did that. But if you want to write down the formula itself though, so little s, it's called the semi-perimeter of a triangle. Is defined to be, it's the perimeter divided by 2. So you take that.
So,
Then what you do,
Why don't they just call it the half perimeter?
half perimeter.
It's like, it's
Semi
some
feels like
unknown
so-
part of the
Wait,
perimeter when you're just
no.
dividing the perimeter.
Technically, semi means half, right? Like moving literal.
yeah, I'm
What
not
is
sure,
the
I have to
point of
look
this?
that
And
up.
I think semi just literally means half.
why not just have the perimeter?
Uh-huh.
It just takes 1 times
We
2
sound
and then.
like,
boom, just take 1 times 2.
Yeah, why do you need
Boom.
a formula?
You're despicable.
Let's see, because the formula itself
You're a horrible
has-
person.
let's see, because you have 3 sides of a triangle, right? Divide by 2, it's gonna be off a little bit. And so there is a more complicated version of this with the S not being inside here, and it gets just
Wait,
Just
so
bad.
which one is the actual area for?
area formula on the bottom here, so big S. You just have to compute little s first, okay? So little s gets computed first, half of the perimeter. Then you take the square root of s by itself, s minus each of the sides themselves. So s, then s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. Cool.
Wait, but how do you get that from the semi-perimeter? Like, is that what you're saying? That you're supposed to get the area formula from the.
Oh, no, the semi-perimeter is just so you can find the little s. that's
Oh,
in
little
the-
s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the formula.
So
Let's do 2 things real quickly. I'm gonna jump between the 2 here. So, you do have a proof of it. It's in your textbook, 366, 367. If you want the complicated formula without the S, specific for Matthias. On Khan Academy, it takes 10 minutes, but he formulates it without the little s inside there. And there's a square root in there. It gets big. It's a huge formula here.
So when it's just like used, just like in the world, is it more common to see it written with the little s or more common?
Yes.
Okay.
Little s, a lot easier. You'll have that too. Anyways, let's talk about this little guy right here. So I went to famousmathematicians.net, which is a pretty cool site. It just has a 1-page summary of mathematicians here. But this is the guy right here. So about 10 AD, he's a mathematician. Comes on the landscape, and he pretty much is the lecturer, the national lecturer in mathematics, in physics, optics as well. And he does a lot of stuff. He's about 2,000 years before his time. Literally comes on the scene. He makes windmills to harness power, harness energy, back when it was not a thing yet. So I just kind of went and wrote down a few things that he's known for. So there it is. He's an experimenter, lecturer, mathematics, mechanics. There you go, physics here. He actually built a steam engine about
Whoa.
2,000 years before the Industrial Revolution. And it worked well. Yeah, it takes 1 generation to forget something. Yeah,
Right.
sometimes it happens. Especially, it seems like the Greeks didn't value him, right? Because then we find his stuff, again, the Arabic world translated his stuff and kept it, and they actually kept doing a lot of good things here, and then come back. Like, whatever, he's one of ours.
You're like inventions and like useful stuff, like we don't care, okay?
But
How about-
philosophy?
Yeah, exactly. Do you not have any like theories that don't have to relate to math? That's so dumb.
Do you not have anything we like can't prove?
Yeah, exactly. Can you give us vague concepts, please?
That's funny. Okay, credit to be the guy that invented the first vending machine. You put a coin in, and for the coin you get a little bit of holy water coming out.
Oh.
That's what it was.
That's what the Vatican is.
Um, Okay. Let's see.
He was a religious capitalist.
Worst kind of person.
How about in the theater? He actually created machines that would move things in theater, visual illustrations, illusions. He also made noises of different things. And so he made contraptions that kind of, one of them was actually a column that, I don't know, he did some kind of chemistry where actually it disintegrated throughout the play. So he came into nothing. And so it just kind of kept on going lower and lower and lower.
This column slowly.
Yes,
disappears.
And I'm not sure what the visualization was about the person, climbing up,
Years
right?
building
Because there was a column going down. I mean, he was cool like that. All right, let's see. Optics, about 1,000 years before his time, and credited being the person who made the first syringe.
Wait,
Now, he
okay.
didn't put blood in it.
Does that mean that he was injecting people with air?
No, not people, no. He figured if you make a small enough tube that still has a hole inside it, so he would put liquid into things, not people.
Gotcha.
So not a human syringe.
I was like,
but into-
wait, he's putting air into people's bodies.
So, yeah, he practiced with air and liquid. And then it seems like he read a lot because all the stuff, now that we've uncovered a lot of Babylonian mathematicians, like, hey, this stuff is, hey, that's pretty close to the same stuff. So like Archimedes is made to be like one of the famous mathematicians. And even in his writing, he just said, I read a lot. I picked up a lot of stuff from previous generations. And so it's cool. Okay, anyways, let's go with time left. So Matthias, just for you right over here, if you want to go with Khan Academy.
Hold on, I need to write down the whole link.
Oh, boy.
You know, actually, it cannot be written down, you must memorize it.
Memorize, that's it.
I missed my time.
Oh my gosh,
You
you guys
didn't
just
memorize
copy and paste.
He gave you like a full 2 seconds.
How long does it take you to memorize?
Yeah.
5 minutes. Just
Okay.
for me. I'm just curious.
Gonna let this loser who needs 5 minutes to memorize.
What a
the paper.
loser.
Never get away ever.
No,
You can. You are
not if you take 5 minutes to memorize URLs.
Exactly.
I have never experienced anything but.
Good.
Don't worry, we will continue to provide this experience.
And perhaps get better at it.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be. Oh.
No.
What is 23 plus 34 plus 45? Some kind of number. I gathered that.
You know, life is worth it.
57?
Yeah.
He didn't even go down the house.
102, maybe? 102, and half of 102
Okay.
makes 51. That's cool. I got 51, is that right?
I got, yeah.
Second.
Let's see, it's 5, 7, 12,
I got 51. Let's see, now it's going to be 51 minus 23. How about 51 minus 34? And 51 minus 45. So if you want to punch that in like that, if you want to simplify it out first here, let's see, I think that's going to be 28. 17 and 6. There it is. So punch that in, see what we get. And this would be square root of all of that with, looks like meters squared at the end.
About 382.
Perfect, I think. 382, and anybody else second that real quick here?
Yeah, if you round.
Awesome, okay. Perfecto, so there it is. We've extended geometry, not having to know base or the height, particularly the height, because that's the tough one to find. We have to drop the hypotenuse down. And we are done with that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good there? Let's see if we have just some time. We have about 4 minutes left here. Can I erase this here? This will be 7.3 homework. And can I remind you the
Wait, so
number?
are we done with 7.4?
Yes, 7.4 is done.
Oh,
That was it. That was the 3 types of formulas. You may help.
True.
Okay, 7.3. Karina was number 3?
Nice.
Number
13, okay.
Congratulations.
13. And
Welcome. That's
20.
pretty cool.
Sorry, okay, 29 or 21?
13 and 29.
Thank you. Sorry, just hard of hearing, growing old. It's part of the
Well,
process.
they're talking.
And math.
So it says solve for each of the triangles here. I have B. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of decimals here.
Oh.
C is equal to 0.387. And angle A is 4320. Okay, so I go ABC like this. I go, this guy is 4320. And small values here, 0.387, 0.923. So I have myself angle side angle, right, included in there. I don't have an opposite side. That's my little problem. So I can't use law of sines just yet. May use it later, but I want to find out this little guy right here. So grab your calculators. I think we can at least finish this one in the time remaining. How about little c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2 ab. Wrong formula. Sorry. Let me give you the correct formula, right? Because it's angle A that we have. So how about a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. There's my Pythagorean theorem right here, and then it's going to be 2 times BC sine of A. Are we good there? Okay, and the calculator should compute this all in one step here. So 0.923 squared plus 0.387 squared minus 2 times, oh boy, that whole thing. 87 multiplied by still sine of 4320. Can someone try that on their calculator?
For that formula, is it cosine instead of sine?
Thank you so much. That would sure help a lot. And trig teacher does know trig formulas. Okay. Thank you, Haley.
Haley should teach us class.
BC cosine of that right there.
That's my sister.
I got 0.48.
0.48. Anybody else? And it looks like we're gonna go 3 decimal places out. So 0.4882.
The first time I did it, I got 0.694.
Okay, and then after that, you are going to take a square root of it to give
Oh,
you
yeah, I was just telling you that.
the a squared value, right?
Yeah.
0.48.
Okay, then I got 0.6.
Yeah.
0.694.
And we're going to stop there for today. I can finish it off. Brenda, does that help enough there? Or do you still need to finish it off?
Well, when I did it, I got that far on the, I got 0.694,
Mhm.
and then I did get
Because it's my pencil.
Got it. I'll finish off on the video.
Okay,
No
thank
problem.
you.
Yep. Thank you.
Grant.
Yeah, I am.
Grant, just claim that you just-
All right.